The question that people often ask is, where should I give my allegiance? To the state or to God? And so it's very important for us to really be clear of this relationship between politics and religion for us as believers of Christ. So we must begin by asking the question, what is politics? Politics is concerned with the governance of a country. It is therefore concerned with the social order, the economic development of the country, peace, and progress. It is a duty of the government to ensure that all the citizens will be protected from harm and that the nation will make progress so that the needs of everyone would be fulfilled. And it's important, therefore, the state must have the authority to promulgate laws to ensure that the common good is respected. And no one has absolute freedom to do what he or she wants without taking the common good into consideration. So the state politics is concerned basically with every area of human life. Politics have also to do with religion, especially when religions are divisive. And so the state would have to come in to ensure that religions do not cause division among citizens. What about religion? Religion is also concerned with the good of humanity. Religion is not simply, as some people think, a privatized area where we just pray to our God, we just worship Him, offer some sacrifices, and then it has nothing to do with our own personal, even public life. Religion is living out the implications of our faith in God. So religion actually also impacts on every area of human life. We are all shaped by our moral values. We put on the lens and we look at life according to how we perceived. We are all influenced by our background. Even if we don't have any religion, we will also be influenced by secularism and whatever philosophy we have in life. There is no such thing as a tabula rasa, a pure mind. Both religion and politics are concerned with the promotion of harmony, justice, dignity of the human person, the freedom of conscience, and the well-being of every human person. And for this reason, politics and religion, they are partners in the development, not just of the country, but of the people. Politics and religions, when they work together harmoniously, the country will flower. In fact, religion adds the dimension to what a secular country would not be able to achieve. Because religion provides that spiritual support, the moral background, the moral foundation of ensuring that the people live not just in truth with justice, but also with compassion, being gracious, and being charitable. Of course, the distinction comes in the roles. The state is given the authority, an elected government, a legitimate government, is given the authority to rule, to ensure peace and order. That is not the task of the church. Religion does not get involved because religion does not have the authority to rule the country. That is why religion is always non-partisan. Religion must support universal values, policies that are good for the people. And if those policies that can harm the people's well-being, especially the moral values of the people, it is the responsibility of the church to begin dialogue with the state so that together we will build a country. And it's for this reason every good Catholic, every good Christian must cooperate with the state, must show respect for the legitimate government that is in power. It is important, therefore, that because we all share this common good, we do not only serve Catholics or Christians. Everyone is important to us. And so it is important that Christians, Catholics, must support the state to pay their taxes, those taxes that are necessary to help everyone in the country. Because at the end of the day, we need to ensure an equitable situation of the distribution of wealth in the country, because everyone is entitled. The gifts of this creation is not meant for some few rich people. The gifts of God's blessing is meant for every person. Not every one of us is given the same intelligence, the same capabilities, the same opportunities. And that is why those who are wealthier have a duty, those who are more talented have a duty to serve the community. And it is for this reason too, it is important therefore that even Catholics, as individuals, Christians must take part in politics. Because politics cannot be left to just a few people. It is a concern of every individual, because every one of us will shape the policies of the country. But as individuals, as church, again, we always remain neutral, non-partisan, except on principles that are suitable and fitting for the good of the people. At the end of the day, we must remember, although governments are legitimate authorities, the supreme being is God. Our allegiance ultimately goes to God. It is because we give allegiance to God. That's why we give allegiance to a legitimate government and the state. Out of respect, because God has chosen them to guide us, to lead us, to form us, and to help us. But we are fundamentally citizens of heaven. Citizens on earth will not last very long. You will join the citizens of heaven for eternity. And so it is important for us, therefore, always to remember that it is in God that we find our meaning and purpose in life. There should be no dichotomy between religion and life. That is why the world wants us to privatize religion. When religion is cut off from life, religion is redundant. Religion involves every aspect of life. The kingdom of God that we proclaim is not just a spiritual kingdom. It is a kingdom also that impacts on every area of human life. Because the kingdom is basically a kingdom of justice, of love, of mercy, of truth, of charity. And that is what we are called to do. We are called to proclaim the kingdom of God's love and peace to all. All of us, at the end of the day, we are children of God. It is only in this way that we will truly be good citizens and also good Christians, giving witness to the good news.